Hello. Welcome back to Inner Peace Place. I'm Karen. Today's talk is about trust. How we can create an environment of trust around us or inside of us. And what we're taking is our old habits and blessing them and using those habits to create an environment that's infused with guidance from the all that is, or a power larger than ourselves. We're not throwing away anything. We're just simply lovingly taking our habits and saying, ooh, let's change you just a little bit. It might be a little better. With love. So creating an environment of trust is something that is quite doable. There are people that live in that all the time and they have no issue with it, and they really don't understand what you're talking about if you were to say, how do you do this? And they're like, I don't know, it's just how it is. So it is something that people unconsciously do. It's just that you and I have lived life that was filled with such chaos that trust was not even on the menu. It was just not part of the deal. So the direction of our life dictates whether or not we have trust issues or not. Are we in a direction of chaos? Are we in a direction of mundane? Are we in a direction of upward spiral flow? We can create the direction of our life, our inner peace path, and embedded in that is the sensation and or awareness of being in a state of trust. Now, to do this, what you can do is find an activity that you do enjoy and you feel safe in. Think of it and say, oh yeah, that's a good one. Okay, yeah, I do trust in that situation. So the fact that you do find in your mind's eye a situation that feels that way is a good thing, because now you can build on it. You can take the sensations, the awarenesses that you have, the focus that you have, and apply it to a new situation that you traditionally didn't feel trusting in. This energy, this peaceful, harmonious energy that you feel doing the activity that you feel good in, is what creates the sensation or the awareness of trust. It's the flowing energy. It's the satisfying energy that does this. Now, when you are thinking about this situation in your mind's eye, you may realize that it's a short-lived time, time-wise, and that's okay. But give as many words of upward spiral thought energy to that situation as possible, so that you can embed it really solidly in your brain. So how do you describe this situation that you were in and you did feel safe, comfortable, joyful, happy? What was going on? What were the physical sensations you had? What were the emotional sensations that you had? And what you're doing is giving more power to those situations or to the energies that you had by simply thinking about it. You're recreating it. And by recreating it in your mind's eye, you're embellishing that type of energies on your future path. And in this moment's path, obviously, because when you're thinking about joyful things in this moment, you are joyful. If you're thinking about not joyful things, you aren't joyful at that moment. So routinely give thanks when you have that feeling of tranquility or harmony with your environment or with your thoughts, with yourself. Because as you do that routinely, it creates more of that trusting awareness. There may be more trust in your life than you realized. It's just that you were busy focusing on X. And we're focusing on joy, harmony, peace, uplifting thoughts. So finding as many words as you can to describe that feeling and understanding that you can bring that to that situation in the blink of an eye, by just thinking about it. Trust in the all that is. Trust in yourself. See, that's a big one, isn't it? Can I trust that I'm going to do the things that bring me joy? Can I trust me? And the answer needs to be yes. Because I am no longer at the mercy of the energy in the environment. And that's what I used to be. So I can trust that if I maintain my awareness to my connection, that I will have a peace-filled experience or a safe experience. Think about this. This is really big. If you walk around in a bubble of non-trust, you can't attract peace-filled, upward-flowing energies and sit in them for very long because you're too worried about what's about to happen. There is good energy. There is peaceful energy in all situations, but it's always a softer energy at first. Because you and I have been vibrating or resonating with the big, downward flowing, powerful energies, we haven't really paid attention to the soft-spoken, trusting, joyful energies. Now, as we do this more and more, they become bigger. And the fearful, aggressive, mindless thoughts become softer. I have experiences where my mind is going crazy about something. You know, sometimes you wake up at night and oh no, I forgot to say this, or I need to do that, but how am I going to do it? Because they may say this, and what if they do, then I should say that. And it happened to me the other night. And I had to stop and say, I understand that you're worried, but I trust that this will come out fine. And I will not play with this energy in my head any longer. So in other words, I had to purposefully stop that flow. And when I did, I went back to sleep. And it truly didn't bother me anymore at night. Now the next morning when the situation did come to being, it did flow. I was quite shocked. Because I still remembered, oh yeah, all these things that could go on. But they didn't. I trusted that it would be taken care of. And that created a flow. Play with this. It's really big. And it really can set the tone for your day, for the next day, for the way you walk into the room or you answer the phone call that you know is coming. Trust that it's going to flow in a direction for the highest good of all people. Having trust is really important. Trust that you can do this work. Trust that you're valuable enough and worthy of this work. Love and light to you and your path, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.